When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. We start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said is the most important thing. Keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Watkins. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, it looked like this offense was...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. On the set. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the pool. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the knee on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. The corners are walked up tight. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Pushes for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruin.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the single running back. Shakes off the defender. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run, but secured it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He'll do it himself. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Snap it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The play-action fake. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. It's Flores. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Buys a little time with his feet. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
We'll give the defense credit there. On 3rd down, it almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 15 to Washington State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Woods. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset.
Into the secondary on the right. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he...
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving away from pressure. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Lanier. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Trying play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Right on the money. Hard running there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Lanier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. That's reeled in. It's Flores. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball.
He lofts it high, and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Scrambling away. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's a fumble on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
63, Minnesota, 35.
That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Minnesota, 42.
Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
Pulls it in on the right. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Carter. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.